Excellent morning, sir. Our global president of the global clusters, I greet you, sir. I greet you, ma. Our OO2 my surgery of the global clusters, Cluster and Susan. I greet you. Excellent morning, excellent day to you.
Excellent morning to you,
Excellent
President
morning to you, the
Dr.
OO2
Ambassador.
Mind Surgery Revolution. Excellent morning to you, the OO2 Certificate Revolution. How are you doing today? Um, it's a great moment. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful, fresh week. So, um, President Susan, uh,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
all right. So, are you handling this morning mind surgery?
Yes, we are having a mind surgery this morning. There was a lady from Malawi who was supposed to present, but currently she sent an apology. So, which is why we could not continue
Ava.
with her. Yeah,
Okay.
but we will still uh, postpone the arrangements with her to make sure she's also participating on behalf of Malawi as a country. But so far, so good. We had a discussion today. We are supposed to be having a discussion which was shared.
All right. All right. Let's just dive into it. Let let's Yeah. I will bring one of the OO1 certificate revolution to speak to us today. He will join from he will soon join. He will soon join. But before he join, let's play the video, um, our promo video on my surgery revolution. Let's have our promo video, please. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us. It's Mind Surgery Revolution. And we're saying today we're going to be discussing about the place of relationship. And we're saying that instead of NSAS, instead of end bad governance, let us come together and engage in the mind surgery revolution. Let's engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. Let's call a meaningful Nigeria or an African to be the surgeon of the day. I want to welcome the grand entrance of the grand entrance of Dr. Alex. You know, he's going to be talking to us about relationship today, and I know I was trying to look at our calendar for the mind surgery, and Dr. Alex, hope you're there. How are you doing today?
Excellent morning, everyone.
All right, all right, Dr. Alex. Dr. Alex, today we're having you as the surgeon of the day. And being the surgeon of the day, we want to learn from you. I know you have this you have been my brother for a while now, and not just brother, partner, friend. You are the 001 certificate revolution of the global clusters. And today we are considering ban, cutting out people pleasing and installing healthy limit in relationship. It's about relationship, trust, and boundaries. Relationship, trust, and boundaries. So, boundaries, how do you set boundaries? Yesterday I know we were together and we were talking about somebody and all of that. So many things we've been discussing. So, it's about relationship, how to set boundary surgery. This is about boundary surgery. A lot of times people have relationship and they don't know how to set boundaries. They don't know how to actually put limits. They try to please people, and we are talking about installing. We want to talk about installing. We want you to teach us about installing LD limits. What do you do? Give us what you know about relationship, trust, and boundaries. Then tell us something on how we can, cutting out people pleasing and installing LD limits. Over to you, Dr. Alex.
Thank you so much, my 001, the founder and the president, the Global Cluster. Thank you for all the support for humanity and to all our attendants tonight, this morning. Sorry, guys. I really, really appreciate our attendance. I'll make it as brief, as quick as we can make it. And this will help somebody. It is good to hear things like this in the morning, especially on Monday morning. And I'm so excited that mind surgery is put on Monday in our first weekly training. Because if your mind possess it, compose it, own it, then it will display in our life through the week. Let's go into it. I celebrate everyone on the call this morning. Please, could you still let me know if I'm still audible? I just make a touch with my phone. Am I still audible?
Yes, hear you, sir.
Can we still hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, the first thing I want to teach this morning is relationship as strategic assets, not just emotional connections. Guys, you might need to write this down. Relationship are strategic assets. Assets, not just assets. It's an asset that turn to assets, but not just emotional connection. If all you go for somebody you are doing business partnership with or relationship with is all about emotion, then it will be messed up. high-level individual don't just build relationship; they create an ecosystem. Three things you must know in every relationship. Am I back to life now? Can we hear me? Hello? Am I audible? Hello, everyone.
Yes, you are holding.
Thank you so much. For every relationship, there must be a definition. When there's no definition, then purpose will be left out. Then, after definition, then we go into purpose. When a purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So, for every strategic relationship, there should be a purpose. Why am I in the global cluster? Why am I in relationship with Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus? Don't forget yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? We said to whom you connect, determine what you collect. Something rubs on you when you are in a relationship with the wrong person. I can tell you, if you don't smoke, you have a boundary that you will not smoke. But when 10 of your friends are smokers, everywhere they go, they smoke. One day, you will have a stick. I'm not saying smoking is bad, but I'm saying whatever your friends are doing has the potential of rubbing on you. If all your friends are broke and you are the only one that are rich, you will soon become broke because they will suck you broke. And it is normal thing. You won't have an audit. And that is why cutting out, setting boundary become a necessity. Leadership is about value exchange. Leadership has to do with, it's like a bank. There must be a deposit. When a deposit is lacking in leadership, then withdrawal become a difficult. For example, let's say you have a bank account and you never drop anything in that bank, and one day you broke. Will you go to that bank and say, hey, give me ATM, let me go and cash out? You will have nothing to cash out because you deposit nothing there. And that's why strategic relationship has to do with you making commitments. Even my immediate family member, they might not access the kind of opportunity, the kind of money I will give outsider who daily check on me and say, hey, hello, sir, how are you? Just want to call this morning to say how are you, how your wife, how's your business? Are you in Lagos? Can I meet up? Can I come and say hi to you? Than a friend or a family member who has hung somewhere and never will check, never will call until that day they have a need and say, hey, sir, please, I need urgent 5,000. If you do it now, do it now, do it now. Next time, even if I have it, I decide not to do it because I let them know. You can't just call me. And every time you call me, he's calling me about giving, 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 giving. You've emptied the pocket and you've emptied your deposit into that relationship. So, meaning for every relationship, we must commit, we must connect. You have a friend, she said, I'm going, and since she has been going, you never even check. She came to your house, check on you, have a nice time with you, and then she goes to her own house. First day, second day, third day, you didn't even ask, did you get home? I used to have uncle that does that before. I didn't visit them, and I used to do that before too. When someone left my house, I may not ask them until the next time, like 3-5 days. Until one day, somebody came to visit me and said, sir, I was in your house for 3 hours. I left. You didn't check on me. That means you've withdrawn my capacity to come to your house again. I might not come to your house again to come and greet you. I just want to say my mind. So I now know how to fill that gap and deposit into that coming back again because he will never come back again. He will never come back again. Because that means I've emptied that chance. For every relationship, there is a chance. Third one, relationship is about growth potential. Relationship should have growth potential. When we are connected, then we have a relationship that we should grow together. I don't really like to use scripture as or one of to quote scripture when I'm having most of this meeting. But to be honest, there's no way I can run away from it. I'll just say this: the apostles, they were saw displaying a like-minded relationship, connectivity with Jesus, and they said, "These guys are Christian. They must have been with Jesus. They must have learned from him." When you see people the way they behave, you want to ask, who trained these ones? Who are their mentor? Who are they connected? Now let's talk about boundary defines value. If you don't set the boundary, there will be the relationship might not have the fullness of its value tailored to a particular purpose. So boundaries in relationship help us to define values. You might want to note this or store this in your brain. See, everyone, people respect what you protect. People respect what you protect. Boundaries communicate three things. And that is why we have to understand the need for cutting out some boundary relationship. The first thing boundary communicate is self-worth. It means you have self-worth. It's me, at least this person, but that's when you carry yourself. Some people that wouldn't want to manage. I used to have a friend. She actually taught me boundaries in another level. In another level. She told me all our rules when we connected. And she said, this I don't do. I don't eat outside. I don't drink this. I don't eat this. This is what I do. And don't even offer me. If you offer me, if I say thank you, don't make it and don't get angry with it. Because a lot of people cannot cope because when I go out, I don't eat. If I cook itself, I will still know if I only eat in my house. And because she has set that boundary, anytime we go out and I'm hungry, and I say, let's go to a restaurant and eat, so let's go. She won't hear. The highest she will do is to take a bowl of water and drink. And so on. Some are so personal and private that you can't even share on in a training like this. So it's good to even list it, write it down. It actually creates a protection for you, and it shows your self-worth. People will throw things at you. You might want to write this down. People don't give you what you deserve. People don't give you what you deserve. They give you what you ask for. People don't give you. They know you deserve more, but they won't give you. They will give you what you ask for. The way you portray yourself. Sometimes you don't need to actually request by mouth before they offer you what they want to give to you. They actually push to you what you look like. There is a way you will dress. They will go and take the best cup in their house to serve you water. And there is a way you present yourself. Even when they see the better cup, they still prefer to use the plastic cup to serve you. And that's why boundaries create that self-worth. Then boundary is not a pride. It is just a standard. Boundary creates standard. People just know that this is the standard. They will relate with you. So it's never a crime to set boundary. Boundary is not just about the standard, it's also about emotional intelligence. And you may want to write this down. There is exploitation in relationship. And when boundary is not involved, No boundary is equal to exploitation. Somebody will exploit you. It might not be financially, but you will get exploited. And that's why you see a lot of people end a relationship that will have add value to them in the future because there wasn't boundary at first. I also learned in a hard way, guys. I won't teach you what I've not learned. I learned in a very, very hard way. Very, very hard way, which is still paining me. Something happened yesterday. Someone that respects me, that will do everything. I just show him some part of me that will never show a lot of people and begin to casualize myself. But he casualized me so much that I even forgot who I am. That is how it is so easy for people to forget who you are when you throw yourself at them because they cannot they can miss the playing you with your business with you in business. So when they are in business, they still want to play. They still want to eat your head the way they eat it before they left home. So if you're not going to allow anybody to eat your head, let them know you're not going to touch my head. But if they touch your head in the room, don't be surprised. The day you're on suits and you want to do the presentation, they will see mistakenly touch your head in the room. I trained my sister when she was working for me as a branch manager that, see, there's a boundary. I'm your CEO. And luckily for her, she respects me. But I another sister of mine who is not biological sister, but a family sister. Is it me? I will say start to Kunle. If you hear your you understand this thing. If you ask for Kunle, Kunle abro me. She will come to my office. She was working with me in the office. She will say, Kunle, she will just call me by name. People that are older than her, they were working for me. But because we have that own relationship, she brought it to the business. She can never say sir. She can never even greet me as a CEO when I'm coming. She want me to come and greet her. And she needed the job so bad. And I also needed to train her other because I needed to let her know that things are not done the way it's been done at home. That we are on one seat at home and we eat in one plate doesn't mean we will come to the office and I will buy food I will be eating as a CEO. Then you put your hand in my food and take the meat. I will be chasing my husband around. Don't eat my meat. Eat my meat. Don't eat my meat. Eat my meat in my office. And every time we're looking at us, then I won't do that. And if I can't do that and I didn't let you know I can't put that boundary in place, then you will come and mess my business up. You will come. My parents knows when I'm in a meeting, they are sitting. They don't get in hurry. They sit because they know already. And the same thing applicable at home. I train them. So you need to start training your friends, family, and people that you have relationship with. And whoever is not meek enough to accept change, please cut them off. Do not hesitate to cut out people who could not adapt or adjust to your new boundaries because cutting out can be the victory win. You just need one person to mess up everything you think you have built. I wish I can show us a video. I wish I can show us a video. When you watch the video, then maybe some of us have come across this video on TikTok or on Facebook. Somebody will go into, they will create a line of like 10 or 15 chains of people, and someone will speak into it and like say, my laptop ate my spaghetti this morning. So let the other person say, my laptop eat ate my spaghetti this morning. When it get to almost like 5, that will get it wrong. That person will get it wrong. I will start saying, my sister and my brother eat my spaghetti. Then the chain will start going like that, and they will get to somewhere. Somebody will not hear everything they have said again until they say just spaghetti, but spaghetti, spaghetti. And I'll be like, God, see how communication breaks happen. That is how relationship break can be happen. And identify people who actually carry what you need in relationship. Not everyone deserves full access. Not everyone deserves full access. Right now, some of you, your spirit is talking to you that it is time to cut out somebody or release or create boundary. And now let me tell you something. Not all the time you cut people out. Sometimes you just create boundary and let them know you have a new boundary and a new rules. And love is patient. Relationship is patient. If they actually want you in their life, they will make adjustments. If they are too big to make adjustments, then they don't deserve to be there. Not everyone deserves full access. There is different kind of access. We went to an event yesterday. There's a general access. In fact, 3 levels of access. There is access you come. Event is in like 3 categories. There is a tent outside. You have access to it. Only church members have access to it. The barricades. So if you don't come to the church, you don't have access to it. There is a church hall. Whether you are a Muslim, you're a Christian, everybody have access to it. Then there is a reception where maybe all the people that have access to just like 200. And people that are in church, they were like 600, 500. But some of them have their takeaway and they go to their house. Then access was given to people who would. And some people have extra access. I carry extra access home. Sir, this is extra access in my pocket. You have extra access card. That is the level of skills that you have extra access card, but you don't abuse it. When people abuse it, then you let them know. The extra access I have is just to go and give somebody that would design my birthday entrance access card. So I'll just give them and they just make it in the same fashion. Because I actually want a sample of what I want as an access card for my upcoming birthday. So that's why I request for extra. Each level of access. There are 4 levels of access. If you don't know this will be a breakthrough and a mind surgery for somebody this morning. 4 levels of access. And now, these 4 levels of access, you need to start manifesting it, demonstrating it, use it in your personal life. The first level is public. Public acquaintances. What you do in public, there's a level of access you give to people in the public. People you know, for example, our eyes possibly see minimum of 50 people a day. Minimum. Sometimes we see up to 100 people. If I look out from where I'm standing now from my room, I will see potential at least 100 people in just 5 minutes. So within 24 hours, an average person will see 50 people in a day. But not all those 50 people you will even greet. Not all of them you will even meet. Not all of them you will be able to access. So there is a level of public access. They see you. Those are the people in the public. Some of them knows you. They knows you through person, but they have not had one-on-one conversation with you. Some of them attend church with you. Some of them go to mosque with you. Some of them attend. In fact, some of them are in different area of your life. You might even be lucky to see some of them like 5 times a day. Some of them sell things in your environment. They see you, they greet you. You greet them. But that's the end of it because they are public. The second level is professional colleague. You don't have to have a job before you have a professional colleague. No. It's not. Professionalism is not just about career and professional development. It's what we do like every day. There is a level of professionalism in some levels of relationship. That you don't have a job doesn't mean you don't have a professional relationship. You have something that is putting food in your mouth. That lady that used to come and buy from you, that your client, your customer, have a relationship with you. That person that gives you service and you get value from, you have a professional relationship. It's not your friend. Not all your customers are your friend. Some of them are just a professional, good, nice customer. And they buy from you doesn't mean they go to your house with you. That they buy to you every morning, you go there, they will buy $1,000 product doesn't mean they will come to your house one day and come and dine with you or sleep on your bed. That is where it ends. It's a professional relationship. You market them, you even attend party with them once in a while so that you can have a communication with them. That is a professional relationship. So it's not only for people that are on the job. So if you don't understand it or you've not been putting it in place, please start seeing your client, your customer, people who professionally support you as someone you've got professional relationship with. Now, that's what we call personal relationship, which is a trust cycle. People in your trust cycle. And to be honest, it's advisable for people to level up from one to one. It is not the day you meet people that they become this last category that I want to talk about after the personal cycle. The personal trust cycle, they are your trustee. They are people that you trusted. You know that if I call Ambassador Adekunle Badmus and I'm stuck in one area in Ikeja and he's in Egbeda, if he cannot come and pick me, he will send a boat. These are the people that I know. If I need support now, they are coming to my aid. These are the people I can sleep on the bed with. These are the people that I will sit down in their presence and I will eat three wrap of amala that I will never eat in public. And when I'm in public, I will eat one. Even when I'm hungry, I will say I'm okay. They say, "Can we bring more?" I say, no. Not everywhere you go, you eat because you are still in they are still your public cycle. They are not yet in your inner cycle, personal trust. Because they will say it. You know, see that short boy? That man actually finished 3 amala. And you know, get body. And you don't want to subject yourself to that. They give you 6 meat and you finish everything. There are places you go, they will give you 6 meat because of boundary and because it's a public place. Just eat one. Even though the whole 5 is in your stomach spiritually, you're like, I wish I can just eat this thing. There are places you don't crack bone because it's a public cycle. You have that chicken and that turkey. You know that part of the bones that you like to crack. But now you're in a restaurant, everybody say it's not packaged. It's not. It is boundary. It is knowing what to do. It is knowing that the level of relationship you have with people around you, they are just your professional colleague. They are the public. With your professional colleagues and public, you cannot afford to mess that relationship up. Because yesterday, 2 days ago, we were somewhere and somebody was eating blah, 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 blah. When we went on a professional business meeting, they gave us food. And one of us was eating like he has never ate for like 1 week. The person that took us there, I'm shy. Me. Why are they eating like this? Why is he eating like that? If it's in the room, we are. If it's in the private or personal space, you won't even feel it. But because we are in public, we are embarrassed. So when we are going to public and there's going to be food, we're not going to take that person's out. That's it. Because taking that person out to a very important relation we're about to go and build, they will say these guys are Ebina. You guys know what I mean by Ebina. Ebina is someone that even like hungry person. You can't just go and pitch businesses to people, and they give us a chance to have a dine on the table. Then the next thing is to come and mess up that relationship. They might not end up doing the business with us. So the last level is what I call the inner cycle, and I'll be rounding up so that every other person can contribute. The inner cycle. Mama guns me. I know my goons. I know my goons where I can even get drunk and get a big tipsy or intoxicated and messed up with confidence right in their presence. You need to get some people in your inner cycle because that's where you help your emotional balancing. That's where you display. That's why you let go of that depression. I see why a lot of people are depressed in the UK because the inner cycle is missing. Everybody's either professional colleague,
church member, no inner cycle after your husband. And your husband is giving you a deal because he has another girlfriend. So, and someday he doesn't have all the money to pay what is the bill, so he's not giving you the kind of money. So that it become a problem because you can't even demonstrate that Nigerian spirit in you, and you are buckled up with all those prayer and those stress. And after 6 months, you begin to actually have a sign of depression, and then you go into your psychological, and then your life begins to be like a difficult person because they are not unleashing the stress. There's no way. It only take your inner cycle to unleash the stress, and that's why you see, even if you don't drink, if you come to UK, you start drinking after a few years. It's not a lie. 70% of people that travel to UK never drunk before until they get there because there's no place to unleash. Sometimes you will not even sleep. Like there's bed, you are in your house, not doing nothing, but you cannot sleep because you just bottled up with a lot of stuff. So when you have opportunity to taste warm bullet like that, and the thing just help you get into the climax and you sleep like a baby, you feel like you feel like I'll be taking this thing once in a while. Guys, we're just casting cruise, yeah. But that's how it works. You need people in your inner cycle. And that's sometimes I travel alone. When I go to my parent place, I sit on the floor. I just want to do things. I go in the bush. You know what I mean? You go and hunt animal in the bush. We do bush meat. We just laugh. We just be talking. No packaging, no work, no professional anything. We just dead. Nothing is happening. Everybody is just like the way we were 15, 20, 30 years ago. We just enjoying and cashing cruise. And by the time I leave with the power, fullness of me. I resume back to work. Energy is up, teaching and training my staff, selling and making money because I've unleashed. I'm not bottled up with a lot. So please strategically position people into what we call strategic allies. That is what we call by inner circles are your strategic allies. They're strategic allies. These guys, some of them knows what you can do. Just like calling my wife and telling my wife I do something, he will tell you, my husband will not do this. I'll tell her I do something, she will tell you, that one, leave it to my husband. Because she's in my inner cycle. Even at the inner cycle, we still have boundaries. So boundaries to be set at all levels. That someone is in your inner cycle doesn't mean you show them some of the weaknesses. When they understand your weaknesses too much, they might have more than enough of it. And when people have more than enough of what you think you have as a weakness, they won't be able to cope around you. And when they are not able to cope, you start losing that relationship. And you can't be exposing yourself to new person. In my whole inner cycle, apart from business inner cycle, for my real strategic ally we will do everything with each other. We will do everything and everything with each other. In the whole world, they are not up to 4. In the whole entire universe. My wife and some maybe 1 or 2 strategic people. Which I was talking to my child. I told her, at this level, I'm not your friend. I'm your father. I can flog you if you messed up. You're not my wife. So don't think I will give you the same treatment I give my wife. If you messed up as my daughter, I'll spark your bomb. I'm your father. I'm not your friend yet. When you become reasonable child, you grow up and you're now like 10 years old, 15 years old, you can think, you can see my problem. Then you become a friend. But this time, from age of 3 to age of 6, 7, 8, I'm your father. And then if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'll make you understand it. So I'm not your friend. Your mother can be your friend, but me right now, I told you, you're not my friend. You're not in that cycle yet. Because if I don't father you now, if I friend you now, you're going to carry some weaknesses at this age. So people in that inner cycle, they are not as much as people. Great minds control assets like a system, not emotions. When I told my child that I'm not look at my face and say, "What you mean? You mean your children are not your friend?" At least I'm not yet in that age. They don't even understand who I am right now. How would they be my friend? I need to father them. They don't need friends right now with me. They need father. The responsibility I've got right now is fatherhood. And when they are 10, when they are 8, when they are 9, when they can think, when they can do things, when they deserve that friendship, we become friends. But right now, I'm not a friend with 3 years old daughter of mine. We are father and son relationship. I love him, but there's something I do, my friend. My friend and myself can share drinks. But if it is them, put your glass and I pour it for you. You can't even carry my drink and pour it by yourself. You know, my friend, I'm your father. I'm your father. I will serve you. And so when they go out, they don't go and carry somebody elder drink and say, "Let me pour some in my cup." So they take cup to the elder. The elder say, "Okay, put your cup down," and serve them. But when they are 10, Dad, I want to have a drink. Can we have a drink together? Yeah, boy, let's do it. Then we do it. That time they become friends. Please confirm that I'm still online. I just picked the call, guys.
Yes, we can hear you now. You're back online.
Clarity prevents conflict. Thank you, sir. Conflicts. When there is no clarity, conflict is inevitable. You will fight. Now, I want to teach about relationship problem. There are a lot to teach here, but I'll just wrap up because time is going. Clarity prevents conflict. If you know clear, you will confuse. A confused person don't behave right. So most relationship problems comes from this angle of undefined expectation. Undefined expectation. I met a friend when I just came from abroad last 2 weeks, and we were talking. Then he said I should come and visit him. Then I went to visit him. We spent 3 hours together, and I gave him 100,000, gave his wife 100,000, gave his children 50,000. And when I get home, he started angry with me. He said, "What will you do with 100,000?" Say you've not been in country for months. Just said, "What will I do with 100,000?" Then he was angry. He was even almost swear for me that why did I come to his house and come and give him 100,000? That's an insult. And we're not even a close friend. We just met before. I've not met him for too long. We met online from one of the online networking meetings. Then I said, when I get to Lagos, I'll come and say, I come and meet you as a person. And that was our first meeting, first physical meeting. Even my own immediate family will not do that. So immediately I say, thank you. His expectation is higher. As his friend is coming from abroad, his new friend is coming from abroad, maybe it's a trailer of cement that will bring to him or $5,000 cash. I say, yeah, nice to meet you again. Or nice to see you for the first time. Take £1,000. And I see the mindset is more what sense of entitlement as stepping is a deal breaker for me. Automatically the boundary was put in place. We only talk. I won't go and visit you again. We meet when the chance presents itself. Assumption kills relationship. Don't assume for people. Ask questions. When there's a lack of clarity, my secretary did something last week. Somebody was coming to the office because I wasn't on seat and we didn't put seminar in place. He said the person should not come. The person should come this week. I said, under whose authority? You cannot talk. When you get to the office, tell me somebody's in the office. Even if I'm not around, Ambassador was still in Keja. There's this guy in the Keja. 2 staffs are in the office. They will not be able to talk to one person. Is he God? Say because I'm not on seat. I was not on seat. I said, well, she was assumed that. So assumption is not good. poor communication. Please don't give space for poor communication. Poor communication will destroy every relationship, all kind of, even your inner cycle. It would destroy everything. And when you want to end a relationship, start communicating poorly. That means the relationship will not last. Communication is the major deposit in relationship. So the currency of relationship is communication. When you cut it out, you are indirectly cutting that relationship out. So anytime you talk to that person, you make a deposit. Every time there's a clear communication, is a deposit. So it's a necessity to communicate. Teach your people also. Teach them about their role in relationship with you. Teach them about their expectation, the outcome. Clarity is equal to peace in relationship. This is where I will stop. There's so much to talk about. Learn to stay without guilty, to say no without guilty. It's one of the things. This rejection, because rejection, boundary, and cutout, it's never anything bad. We need to learn when to say no without guilty. No is not just a rejection, it's a direction. Teach it, show it. Saying yes to everything reduces your value. Strategically reviews or resist. Protect your focus. Time is the premium asset. Know those who deserve it. Some communication just need to be heard on phone. Not everybody deserves that physical attention. And one of the greatest commodity in this generation is a physical attention, because we can do so many things. Before, we used to do this thing we are doing in a seminar. Every day we'll be doing 40 days marathon seminar. People have to come to the office, get together. But right now, the digital place is taking place. Different platform. We have our own. We have our own platform. And we use backup and we connect. So please, distance is not a disrespect. Limitation protect your purpose. Know what you tolerate, know what you reject, know what you walk away from, and let them know. Why you also know their own too. Because it's not just about you in the relationship, it is for both sides. So know what they tolerate, know what they reject, and know what they work for. Till we meet another time, I will hand over to our president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. Thank you for the privilege to have this conversation with my team, my people this morning. I really celebrate everyone on the call, and I believe that this week we'll be able to put some of this thing into action, and then build valuable relationship around us, and let go those who cannot stay. Now, let me leave you with this. Those who cannot stay will not stay. So if you like, put your head on the table. Those who cannot stay will not stay. Those who will stay will not go. If you like, call them only once in a week. If it's well managed, those who cannot stay will not stay, and those who will go will not stay. This is what I'll leave you with. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, amazing. This is spectacular. Those who cannot stay will not stay. Is the mind surgery revolution of the global cluster. It's always, amazing hearing from Dr. Alex Olakunle, the 001 certificate revolution of the global clusters. Thanks for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. Having said that, in 1 minute, every one of us, we're going to add our voice. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about boundaries, setting, healthy limits, and that's what we'll be talking about. And we're about to, this meeting normally happens from 9 a.m. West African time. It's 11 a.m. East African time. It's an hour program, so that we come and have engage in this kind of a critical thinking. Having said that, I want the OO2 Mind Surgery Revolution to give our submission. Then we will now go into others giving their submission. Cluster and Susan, all the way from Kenya. What's your take on today's Mind Surgery Revolution? Over to you.
Thank you very much, the speaker of today and the mind surgeon, Dr. Kunle, and thank you, the president of. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much, the mind surgeon of the day, Dr. Kunle, and thank you so much, the president of the Global Clusters. My submission would be, I've taken away quite some points, especially on issues of access. I have had challenges of access. So many people come into my life and I have issues choosing who is who. Then another takeaway was making the relationships more transactional, and also making sure that I keep my boundaries. I speak out what does not work for me, and the do's and don'ts in relationship. But my question was, how long would you take to put a person from the public relationship to a personal acquaintance? For example, I meet some people in let's say in 2 years, they're just within the same circle, and I meet someone in maybe 3 months, and I'm already like putting them very, very close, depending on their personality. Are there any rules as to how long to take so that you make an acquaintance with somebody? Or is it just a freestyle kind of thing where? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. It is never how far, it is how well. Am I audible? Can we hear me? It is not how far, it is how well. You don't have to stay 2 years before strategic positioning begins to happen. Number one, it is purpose. See, every lunch you are going to as provision. I tell people, we all have a vision. So when you don't have a vision, you don't even deserve to have people in your life in the first place. When there is no purpose, abuse is inevitable. So when there is a vision, when there is a purpose, then what you want to do is to ensure that there is reason. In fact, delay relationships to glamorize them or elevate them to the rightful place is a waste of time, resources, and the chances for that relationship not to sustain. The key strategy to sustain is accelerate it. Once it is clicking the point, so you have your vision, you know the purpose why the person is coming. So when the person walks into your life, and for example, let me just make a story. I want to make it very easy. This Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, when he created the platform, my vision was to actually have a platform where I can impact people in hundreds. So we start from a professional relationship. You grow them to become your inner circle when they've ticked all the boxes and they have moved. And you will know when they move. There's no time adjust to it. If you try to send a boundary of time, then you make it too formal. And when it's too formal, sustainability becomes a problem. So the first thing you want to do, hello, you already meet that there is core value, there is value exchange, there's like-minded, there is something in common, there is a reason for that relationship in the first place. You find it, you identify it. Once that is identified, the next thing is go professional with it. Hello, sir, how are you doing?
hello ma, then you start greeting. And as a professional person, you still call, you move them from the public to professional. You just meet them in the public today. Maybe you go for a dinner out, or you go to church, or you go to party, and they introduce the person to you. He's the number one, the global cluster, what's it called? One of the revolutions, mind surgery resolution. And then you have conversation. Oh, this person actually have what I need, and I need to learn from him. There is value exchange. I'll be able to impact. Sometimes it's not about you. It's not about you taking first. It could be like you want to mentor somebody else. It could be like you to want to be a blessing. You have that. You have something that they need. So you have a grant where that relationship is established on. So once there is a grant, then the next thing is be professional about it. If they cannot pass your professional relationship test, then they don't deserve to come into your inner cycle or trustee. There is a level, and we don't jump that level. So the second thing is start communicating with them. Hello, I'll call you by 2 p.m. They'll call them by 2 o'clock. Hey, what time can we talk today? I miss you. I'll tell my friends, when are we speaking today? I'm missing you. I want to grow in to become a trustee, but now we are still at the level of professional, and the guy is comfortable with us being professional. He's called Dr. Marcos, my good friend. If I tell him I need 10 million right now, he will give me now, because we have a relationship. He knows that there is a business deal that is coming in, and he's championing it. Maybe some of my deposits already with him. Maybe some schools are already paying him. So you know that at least there is 6 million in my hand. If I give him 10 million, the next person paying, he will collect it back. So that is dead. And then, but when I asked him, let us stay together in a hotel, he will tell me I'm not around. I've been begging to come and see me in Lagos. He said we'll be arriving today, and he will go tomorrow. He avoids staying the weekend with me, because the weekend there is a party to go. We will draw nearer. We will see some level that we've never seen before. Because when we go to party together, I would dance. I would dance. We will laugh. We do all those things. It's becoming something else of professionalism. But he's still keeping it on the level of professional and enjoying it. And I love it. Even though I'm missing him, my spirit wants it more closer. But it's not coming yet, and I love it. I'm not going to force it. But it's meeting the professional relationship. And I call him, he call on me, check on me, how's your wife, how's your family? And I'll do the same thing to him. But the time will come when maybe it's one occasion, I will say I want to have a dinner in my house. Okay, I want to welcome my wife from abroad. Come out, everybody come out. When after I've seen that he has passed all the professional tests, then he will come out. Then when we come to the home, I give him a kind of serious treatment because it's my professional relationship. Maybe I'll give everybody Coke, but I'll give him a bottle of wine. If I cannot afford a bottle of water, I'll buy him bottled water. That is she. I'll ask him, do you want cold or water or room temperature? For other people, I don't need to ask because they are public. I can give them anything I have, even the sachet water. But for him, I'll put a wine on the table.
Oh no, I think we've lost Dr. Alex. He's having a network glitch. Apologies, everyone. Is it just me? We can't hear you anymore.
Pardon?
Okay, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. When we start seeing things we have in common, that we need each other, even now it's not transgenerational. Like my daughter will call your daughter. It's not coming up close and we have to grow it. Then we start nurturing it. And it doesn't take years. I tell you, for some right relationship, it doesn't take years. It doesn't take years. It's not by duration. But time is the refiller of the truth. Write this in your brain, everybody. Put it in your mind. Time is the refiller of who persons are. So there is also the need for time to understand people better. But while you are trying to understand, they're not doing guesswork. You keep giving them the chances based on what they have passed. They've passed from level A to level 2. even though you want better things to do, but time will reveal who they are, their true identity, whether they love you or there's something they want to take away from you. While you're not trying to monitor, micromanage that relationship, but you allow time, and as well, you are revealing yourself little, gradual by gradually. One occasion after the occasion, then you grab it. So, my sister, it's not about time, it's about the personality, it's about the value exchange, it's about building that relationship, and then it works out for us. That's what I've got to. Sorry, I take a lot of time on that question.
Thank you
Wow,
very
that's amazing. That is amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. I hope the question was well answered.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Pastor Chef, what's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Are you there? Okay, if not, let's have a cluster and look at the
Global President. Good morning,
Yes.
everyone.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, excellent morning. I would like him to expatiate when it comes to a relationship that has to do with culture and family. How can you sustain such relationship without getting offended by the cultural ethics that guide your principle growing up in a certain given society after traveling around the world and trying to change a narrative when you're back home? I wanted to highlight in that perspective.
The intimate, when people already in your inner cycle, or you are born, or you are legally bind, or you have a kind of connection that easily broken. If you broke it, it will break you. For example, you can't disown your son, you can't disown your wife, you can't divorce your wife because of cultural shifts. I know people that is in what we call cultural shock, especially for people abroad. It becomes something that can create a lot of problem in relationship because you are now adopting into a new culture. Some of them are not there, especially when your wife is the one moving faster in a new culture. Then you look like the most stupid man in the whole world because there's a change of mindset. And thank God for mind surgery that we have it. In that regard, the number key solution to it is love. Because they are not just outside, they are already in a cycle. And then taking away people who you are, there is a level of relationship that is crazy. If you cut it, it can cut you. If you cut inner cycle relationship, people that are already inner cycle, the result will take you 5 years to come back to life. That is God help you. So in that regard, you're just going to do 3 things. The first thing, patience. So let's say the first thing, love. Because for anybody to be culturally shifted and affect your personal life, then that person is already in your inner cycle. If you fight people in your inner cycle, they will set you up once you are going. Your wife cannot say something in public and say who you are, and you want to deny it. People will say that is who you are. It will take you time. If your wife says you are a thief, you are a thief. Because you want to cut boundary, you want to cut out. That person will say, just wait, my husband is a chronic liar, he will soon lie now. And you will do your cultural problem like, guys, I'm coming. And you carry your car key, step into the car, you see what I told you, he's coming. Where is he? He's going. That's how he does. He's a gunner. And they are waiting 2 hours. They are still coming. That man cannot be trusted. She knows exactly what happened. She knows you are going out. She knows it's just a cultural shift. She knows it's just a change of environment and change of. So that's why you won't weaponize your relationship against you. You have to adjust little by little. We are flexible. So we are flexible. We have to make an adjustment when we need to do, and then we need to let love lead. When it comes to inner cycle, there's some have inner cycle relationship with your friend. Have with some level of friends, which is not just you just met yesterday. You don't grow people into that inner cycle when you don't have a life plan, like lifetime plan, or 50 years, 20 years, or when you know you want to escape from that relationship, you are not willing to pay the sacrifice, because it's a sacrifice to get people to your closet. It's not easy to take them out. It is easy to bring them in. That's why Yoruba I don't know how to say that in English. It means when you ring your wife, it is easy to ring your wife, but it's very, very difficult to take that ring out, no matter what she does. So when we talk about cultural difficulties in relationship, then we need to be very, very strategic about it. Love. You will love to the point that when they messed up around you, you will still take it. You can be reducing some things so much more, but it's not something you want to find. You might need at a point, one might need professional relationship advisor to step in when that situation become unbearable. I don't know if I answered the question, sir. Hello, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Did I touch it at all, or I'm far away from expectation?
So you actually did justice to that. Thank you so much. Thanks for all you do.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. I know our time is fast spent. Let's hear from Ambassador Abosede Eko. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution, please?
So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ambassador. Good morning, Dr. Alex. Okay, hope I'm audible. Hello?
You are audible. You are audible.
Hello? Hope you can hear me, please. Okay. Hello? Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am. We can hear you, ma'am. We can hear you.
Hello, Master Ginny. Hope you can. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. The feedback is a bit slow. Okay, good morning, everybody. Once again, Dr. Alex. I want to say your submission this morning, honestly speaking, pierced through my heart. You know, sometimes in life, you just need to sit down and face the reality about life. You just need to, recently I was just talking to myself, like in me, I just felt I need to sit down and overhaul my life. I need to overhaul my contacts. Some have been sitting down there for years doing nothing. They have neither contributed to my life nor there's nothing they have done. And each time I post on my status, they are the first to check it. Immediately I post, they check it. I don't know the reason behind that. And they check and they will not say anything. I have a friend back in UK. We went to Yaba College of Technology together, accountancy department. And, if we talk about being successful, she has been, she was quick to move out of the country, and everything went good for her, has been going good for her. And even when I had to contact her, during one of those difficult times, and she just couldn't do anything. Not that I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about even, advice, support, like Dr. Alex said, she was one of my inner circle when we were in the school. So I was just thinking, at least I can lean on somebody over there, not even money, but right from time I've ever been, working, even before I got into the higher institution, I was already having my business enterprise. I was already doing supply here and there. Even while at the Yaba Tech, then I was doing businesses. I was working for this, for that on part-time basis. Even weekends in school, we would go out and they will pay us. We used to go to trade fair and all that, just to. And so the survivor mind has been in me for long. So I wasn't really looking for anybody to come and feed me, but at least I needed the emotional support, the psychological support and all that. And she has not just been there and there, but even each time I post anything, she will be the first to check it and then move back again. And I begin to wonder why. So there are some people in my life that I felt I need to just do without for now. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Dr. Alex just touched my mind this morning. In fact, everything Doctor said this morning, there are things that all of us need to. I think I want to re-listen to. I want to listen again and again to this, please, Master Gene, if there's opportunity to do that, because all the things he said, they are not things to just throw away. Your inner circle, you need to know your inner circle. You need to know those that are for you. You need to know your boundary. You need to know when to speak. You need to know when to do a thing. In fact, he talked about food. Yes, you need to. There are some things you just need to get discipline in some areas, because now let me round it up this way. Sometimes even those who think are laughing with you, those who think might be on your side, are not on your side in the long run. They are not on your side in the long run, and you can't even whistle and you see them even say, or you can't even fall and you see them say, oh sorry, talk less of even coming to your head. So you just have to know who is there for you. And he said it, he wrapped it up. He said, I can't remember everything, but I can remember some. He said, no matter what you do, those that will stay will stay, those that will not stay will not stay. I think that is a like my uncle will say, Cluster Fares will say it's a panga. I think that one is really the real deal. Like, no matter what you do, those that will be yours. On those that will not be yours, will be yours. Don't kill yourself, just move forward. But I think the level we are now, there is no baby among all of us on this call this morning. I don't think it's like that, maybe minimum of 35 or whatever. We are all adults, full adults now. I think we need to sit down, think about our lives. Most of the things Dr. Alex said there this morning, if I have heard all these maybe 30 years back, like when he said they were grown, if I had heard all this, if somebody has spoken to me this way, if I have been able to listen at the feet of a knowledgeable person like this, I say it boldly that some things I passed through in life would not have been. Everything I ran into would not have been like that. The journey might have been different, but because there was no knowledge like this, so I was just doing my things. I trust people so much. I put my mind on people. And let me just say, there's many that I've trusted, that have helped. When I'm doing it, I bring all my heart, and as many of them, many disappointed me, and I begin to wonder what's the problem, even though I put my mind out. So thank you so much, Dr. Alex. I think we might still need to hear from you, sincerely speaking. This is a real seminar. This is a seminar that people pay money to hear. I think we want to hear again, because you still have a lot to tell us. Thank you so much for the opportunity. God bless you.
So much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And another thing you need to know is that when people leave, don't invest your time into letting people that have left come back, but invest more of your energy into sustaining those that are still here. Just like I said, those who will go cannot wait, but those who will wait will not go. Even no matter what, they will still wait. A case of Ruth in the Bible. Even when the husband has died, they say, your God will be my God. They will go places with you. It doesn't matter whether they are your child or your wife. If they are not meant to stay forever, they will still leave. So for those who will leave, just live with them, enjoy with them, train them, and invest more of your time and your relationship into that relationship. Instead of saying, this is my friend, I need to try to find a way to get him back. And some of us, if you've hurt us so much, and we take you out of that cycle, if you like, give us gift of cash, aircraft, you can still not be in that position again. So we have gone. I've gone before, and that my PA will do everything. If you hear them in Nigeria, he will do everything. But that spirit is not really connecting again. You don't hurt me 2 times. So guys, let's take that into note. Let's invest on people that are still with us, instead of trying to find people that are not with us and try to chase them back. This spectacular, this amazing, this spectacular. It's a great. So I want to. I know I can see Cluster and Alitu too. I can see Cluster Philip. I think I can see Alayo.tv. Alayo.tv, what's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Alayo.tv, are you there? Okay, if Alayo is not
excellent there. Morning to you, though.
Okay, excellent morning to you. All right.
Hello.
Share your thoughts. Yes,
Hello.
Go ahead. Share your thoughts. Go ahead, please. Oh, we lost that. So let's have Sparky Philip. Oye, what's your take, please?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. All the Sparkies in the house. Dr. Oyewole, my namesake. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Madam Adetutu, Madam Suzanne, Pastor Chef, Master Jenny. Good morning, everyone. I missed most of the section, but from the question that has been asked from Madam Suzanne and Pastor Chef, and from the things that Mrs. Ambassador, Mrs. Eko spoke about, I've been able to pick 1 or 2 things. And from the response that our Dr. Oyewole has responded to most of those questions that was asked, I've been able to pick 1 or 2 things from there as well. So I have an overview of today's mind surgery revolution, and